So for me, that is the wrong way to go about reforming or adapting Buddhism, is to throw out those principles which are central to the Buddha's teachings. Another mistaken way is to take all the rules the Buddha laid down for the monastics and for the lay people and say these rules, as I mentioned before, are no longer relevant for the modern society, so throw them out wholesale and let us make up our own rules, whatever we feel is appropriate. Again, it's the wrong way, because the Buddha laid down these rules, and most of these rules are very important, and most of these rules have a function that is very important, and instead of throwing them out, we can instead allow ourselves to just look at these rules and interpret them in such a way that they are acceptable to our modern world, within the guidelines of the rule, but not in a very necessarily strict and traditional way of interpreting them. So these are two examples of the way we shouldn't practice, in my opinion. Of course, other people might disagree with that, but still, that is the way I look at it. So what is an example of the kind of reform that we should be doing in Australia? And of course, you may know what I'm getting at now. And of course, the kind of reform that we should be doing is the sort of thing that we did here at the Buddhist Society about just over 5 months ago, on October the 22nd, when we ordained bhikkhunis here, actually at Bodhinyana Monastery. That is the kind of reform we should be doing as Buddhists here in Australia. Why? Because the Buddha laid down the female ordination, full ordination for women. The Buddha laid it down. There is no real reason for rejecting female ordination, full ordination. The second reason is that, as far as I can understand, it is a demand in most modern societies, including Australian society, that we should have that equality of opportunity between men and women. It is considered just a matter of ethics. It's considered a matter of what is right and wrong in our part of the world. So there is a demand for that in our Australian society and in all modern societies, really. So this is a classic case where the demands of the modern society and the original teachings of the Buddha fall in line with each other. And then we should adapt, we should reform, we should change things so that they are in line with those two criteria.